a student was at one of these functions, the rally things where Ben Shapiro was, and it's a little short little clip, but I just want to say, talk about how certain people can make certain people look bad. Certain people can make certain people look bad. And a lot of times people believe that because they have a degree or they're in school getting their degree, that they're just super smart and they're super intelligent. And then we'll talk down to people who do not or have not been to college and or have a degree. They look down at them a lot of times and call them hood and ghetto, right? Listen to the question. Well, listen to what is being said. Here you go.
Hello, my name is Quentin Merritt. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major. And I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want.
He won the most prestigious award in the country. He won an award. Congratulations. Let me bag it up.
Hello, my name is Quentin Merritt. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major. And I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want, the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on, old data. But my question to you, and so I want you all to realize that.
Last month, but sure.
For example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists to be able to talk about...
I literally cited the DSM-5 in the speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is a term that I use throughout the speech, not gender identity disorder.
You sound like a bozo, bro. And you get no pussy, and you can't even make your wife wet, bro, so it's good.
Wow.
So, let me just say...
Wow.
The nice thing about having
real
several
question-
small
the real
children, I don't
question
feel
is,
the necessity to have my
if
masculinity
we're using
challenged
a
by someone
Western
like you.
colonial idea of gender, then why should it apply? If we're using, because the gender binary is a Western colonialist framework of gender.
You're right. Men and women don't exist in any other culture.
No.
You're
Think
right.
about Native American.
Nailed it.
Third gender people. I'm not saying that. Third gender people exist in Native American societies, Western African societies, like Southern Native American societies, like Mexico. So in other places that are not white dominated,
And they
like
are
the United States or
incorrect.
Europe, and so you're
I'm saying
saying white,
they're biologically
so non-white
incorrect.
people. I'm a mathematician and a physicist. You cannot tell me.
So I have a question.
And also, you're not a biologist.
So I have a question.
I'm 20.
As a mathematician and a physicist, what in the hell do you know about human biology?
And you got your
that
law
allows you to
degree from
deny it?
Harvard. What do you know about biology? You got your law degree from Harvard.
And frankly, I would ask another question. If your logic is so flawed as a mathematician and a physicist, I would suggest that whichever institution gave you an award, revoke it immediately.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Quentin.
He's at a event knowing that it's going to be recorded. This is at a college, knowing that it's parents here, it's adults here, it's other students there. And you come and you represent the LGBT in this manner. You come and you represent black males in this manner. When you use the type of word that you had done use going after a man's masculinity, boy, stop. Listen. Shout out to Alfred for the $2 super chat. Say a little something for the church collection plate, Rev. I appreciate that right there. You had the nerve to go after a man's masculinity. Okay. Typically when people do that right now, they don't have a good argument and they cannot beat your argument. Shout out to Mr. Curtis for the $7.75 cash out. Say, I appreciate you, Pastor Willie. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. I'm going to play it back. Watch. Now listen. Even Ben Shapiro gave him a congratulations after he said he won the award. Like I said too, hey, man, that's good right there. You won the award. It didn't matter about his sexuality. It did not matter about his race. He worked hard and he won an award. You get congratulations. We're supposed to be pretty much in a kind of sort of professional setting. You is representing you and your college and the people who gave you a award. Pay attention.
Merritt. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major, and I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want.
Most prestigious, and I'm gonna tell you something like this right here. This is gonna get out to all of the companies, all of the businesses. They're not gonna hire you, and then you're gonna go back and you're gonna say that you're being discriminated against because you LGBT and or because you is a black male. Shout out to Bridget for the $2 super chat. Say, Willie, is petty a choice or people born petty? I think petty just come in at certain times. You know what I'm saying? Like at certain points in your life or something that, listen, something that's petty, like when you 40, it might not be petty when you're 20. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the person, the time and the day and the place and the year and all that stuff right there. That's really all it is, though. But listen, he is going to make that argument in the future when these companies do not want to hire him.
The National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on, old data.
And he was wrong there about old data.
But my question to you,
I
and so I want you all to realize
last
that.
month, but sure.
Ben Shapiro said this was the studies from last month. So how's it old when it was the studies from last month for when he made statements?
For example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists.
See, you just messed up. You just messed up.
To be able to talk
I literally
about...
cited the DSM-5 in the speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is
I
a term
literally
that I
said-
use throughout the speech, not gender
You
identity.
sound like...
See, right there, he realized that I made a mistake. I said the wrong thing. I misspoke. Because Ben is correcting him. I didn't say the DSM-4. I said the DSM-5. So, what's your argument? But here you go.
The bozo, bro. And you get no pussy, and you can't even make your wife wet, bro.
You're bozo, you get no monkey, and you can't make your wife wet. And this is why a lot of y'all don't get taken serious. This is why a lot of y'all, and Willie is gonna help out right now by saying, hush. Hush. And a lot of times we make arguments because we do not listen. We hear people, but we don't listen to the words that's being used. You listen and you hear words, but then you go into your emotions. That's your problem. That's a you problem. So you got checked on something that you tried to make a point on. And hey, you should have just accepted being checked and be like, you know what? You right. I appreciate it. And walked off. But no, you have to make a stance.
Good.
And say, what's good? So I want my brothers in the LGBT community to pay attention to how some of you all is representing the whole group. And this is why a lot of people don't want to deal with LGBT community. Because of the way some of y'all, hell, a lot of y'all represent y'all out here in these streets. Let's just call it what it is. It is what it is. But hey, do you just make sure that it's being recorded for the Willie Williams Show. Moving right along. I'm not even much going to hold you.